All right, what is up, Utah fans? This is Joseph back with the Utah Utes Football Digest, and today we are taking a look at Brendan Zurbrugg as our Deck the Halls with videos Christmas Eve catch up Utah Utes Football Marathon continues. Brendan Zurbrugg, transferring over from Oklahoma. He's a quarterback. First year in college was this past year, so he doesn't have any. And he didn't play last year, so it's not like he has any film for us to watch. We are going to be watching some of his high school tape, so that's what we'll take a look at. We'll analyze it. We'll see how he fits into this scheme. Spoiler alert, you can see why they picked him up, but should be a fun guy to break down, a fun guy to talk about. Before we dive into it, guys, make sure you smash that like button. Also, comment down below. What are you guys thinking about Brendan? And then subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're putting out a ton of content, so if you want to be around for it, make sure you're subscribed. So let's check him out, Brendan Zurbrugg. Okay, guys, and here he is. And I want to make a quick note before we start his tape. We're looking for a few things from a quarterback in this offense. Two really important things in this offense, really, is one, can he run the ball? Most importantly, can he run the ball? This is an offense for Jason Beck. You look at Dampier, he runs the ball. It's the core of the quarterback in this Jason Beck offense is run the ball and run it very effectively. So we're going to keep a close eye on that. And then two, can you effectively throw the ball deep? Can you create deep plays, and can you bomb the ball deep when you have to? That seems to be the two keys to a successful quarterback in this offense. Excuse me. Like I said, I'm still learning Jason Beck's offense, but from everything I know about this team, I think those are safe things to keep an eye on. So let's go ahead and take a look at Brendan Zurbrugg out of Ohio. Here are his senior highlights from high school. These were 1 year ago. He has not played any college snaps yet. Transferring over from Oklahoma. So take a look there, guys. 2,300 passing yards, 26 touchdowns, 1,000 rushing yards, and 13 rushing touchdowns. Okay, back there at quarterback. Very anticipatory throw here. Good look. So check him out. Throws his wide receiver open over the safety. Good look there. I've never seen a wide receiver run in slow motion like this. Am I the only one? Just like he looks like he's barely running. All right. Anyways, not hating on the guy. Good play. All right. And doesn't this remind you so much of a Jason Beck style offensive play? Check this out. Like a fake quarterback speed option, and then they drop back and he bombs one deep. And look at the deep ball, guys. Pretty. I mean, that was maybe you could criticize it. You might want a little more air here, but he throws his guy open. It's a rainbow. He hits him in stride. Really nice deep ball there. I really like that pass. All right, back at quarterback. Okay, so this is where we're going to see the wheels. Damn, dude. Look at him breaking a bunch of tackles, taking it up the sideline, turning on the burner. This kid is fast. You can see why he ran for over 1,000 yards. Holy crap. Let's watch this one back. Breaking tackles. Dude, just making guys miss. And I like the fluidity to just get up the sideline. And he looks fast. I'll say this. The competition he's playing against doesn't seem amazing in all these highlights. I'm going to, I can't avoid saying that. But I'd also say he looks damn fast. He looks significantly faster than everyone he's playing against, but he looks really good either way, right? Like you can only beat the guys in front of you, and he looks like his athleticism will still translate quite well. So if anyone else is noticing that too, I'm noticing it, but I also am noticing that he is a very superior athlete to people on the field with him. Okay. Boom. Bombs one, dude. What was that? 40, 50 yards downfield. Quick criticism here. His guy wasn't open. He threw this into double coverage, but did show off his arm. I don't love that he's throwing into double coverage, though. Okay, and another rushing play. Goes up the gut, breaks a couple tackles, spins to the outside, making something out of nothing, taking it up, beating his man to the edge, just turning on the burners. Safety can't catch him. Again, doesn't look like the greatest talent he's playing against, but he still looks very good either way. A flea flicker bomb, dude. He has an arm. right there. That was an arm, bro. This kid can launch some rockets downfield. All right, playing a QB, a little rollout, touchdown, hits his man. So I'll end it there. Obviously, I liked the tape a lot, and I was very impressed with him, especially as a runner. I'm going to give you guys my final thoughts, but we'll also check out his 24/7 sports profile heading out of high school. Guys, and as you can see here, he was a middling 3-star prospect, 86 according to 24/7 sports, a little higher composite. 32 quarterback out of Ohio, 53 quarterback in the country, the 821 player nationally. So a decent high school profile, like looked like a good player, but not an amazing player. And you look at the offer list here, he's a guy that was pursued by a handful of schools, especially in the Ohio area, right? He's got Miami, Ohio, Toledo, Bowling Green, Ball State. So that region of the country, he was pretty sought after. He also had an offer from Syracuse. This is worth noting, right? You guys remember who was at Syracuse in 2023? Well, that was Jason Beck. So go ahead and read the crumbs that'll take you to where you need to go. That Jason Beck was recruiting this kid out of high school. Jason Beck wanted him with him at New Mexico probably as well. But I mean, if you could go to New Mexico or you could go to Oklahoma, you're going to go to Oklahoma. But if things aren't working out at Oklahoma, you're not having a good time, and Jason Beck's over at Utah, and Jason Beck's a guy that values you a lot, boom, there you go. And honestly, I think it's a really good fit scheme-wise. So that's kind of who Brandon Zurbrugg was coming out of high school. And now I'll give the final thoughts here on how he could impact the team. Okay, guys, so final thoughts on Brandon Zurbrugg. Before I tell you guys my final thoughts, obviously I want to hear yours. Please smash the like button if you made it this far. That'll help get the video out to more Utah fans. And my thoughts, so comment down below your thoughts, but my thoughts are that you can tell Jason Beck was recruiting him, and he seems like a perfect guy for this offense, right? It's weird as a Utah fan to get used to evaluating quarterbacks a little differently based on like what's going to work in this offense. But I mean, he could run the ball extremely well, and he could take the deep shots downfield. And I think that's what Jason Beck values most of all, are those two attributes, especially like a very high level running ability, which I do think we saw from Brandon Zurbrugg. So I was very impressed. I don't think he'll be seeing the field too much this year. I think Dampier is going to be at the reins, but I definitely see him being a guy that, injury happens, God forbid, he's a good piece that could go in there and then hopefully develop a little more as we keep going to potentially be a starter. And just being honest with you guys, with his ability to run the ball, I don't think there's too many QBs on the roster right now that are going to do a great job competing with him. Strictly running the ball. He is a very deadly runner. I was very impressed. So I'm excited to see what he can do for the team, to see how, he can develop over time, but good pickup, and definitely a guy as a scrambling running quarterback in an option style set shouldn't have too many problems. I do think, some form and some decision making in the passing game could be developed for sure. But I do think this offense that Beck likes to run is a risk-taking offense when it comes to throwing the ball. You bomb it downfield to your one-on-one matchups, and you hope your guy wins. So I think he's a great fit. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to the channel. We put out a ton of Utah Utes football content. If you're into that sort of thing, make sure you stick around for the ride. I am out of here. Go Utes.